A dozen schools have been damaged or destroyed in the Palisades and Eaton fires. Several other campuses, even if they're not damaged or destroyed, they're closed due to mandatory evacuations and the air quality. Lilia Luciano is in Altadena with a closer look at that part of the story. Lilia, good morning, because the kids still want to go to school.
That's right, Gayle. I have heard that from multiple students. Nearly 6,000 students have remained out of school since the fires destroyed at least a dozen schools. And what I've heard from those students, from the parents, from the officials, is the importance of keeping a sense of normalcy. What that means at the LA Unified School District is keeping students together wherever they end up going to class.
No one has experience dealing with 3, 4, 5, or 6 simultaneous fires wrapped around hurricane level force winds.
As fire crews work to contain the flames, the nation's second largest school district is dealing with damage beyond what meets the eye.
What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now?
Uncertainty is the biggest challenge. Schools are usually the sites where normalcy is best achieved regardless of the crisis we go through as a community.
Further west in Altadena, despite being a smaller district, double the number of schools were lost.
My mom told me before we had that play date that it burned down, like my classroom and everything in it. I'm just really sad at that, because I loved that school.
Parents of students of the now devastated private Pasadena Waldorf School, like singer-songwriter Aloe Black, are searching for solutions.
All of the parents and staff are boots on the ground looking for a place.
He hopes this old school building, shuttered for 2 decades, could lend a space for his 2 kids' learning.
How has this fire changed you as a parent?
I feel so, helpless that I couldn't stop the fire from happening. I couldn't save my children from this experience. What it does, though, is offer me a new perspective. Is this an opportunity for our kids to learn what leadership looks like, what community looks like, what heroism looks like?
Aaron Shemin Walsh was among dozens of faculty and students who lost their school and their home.
What is your day like right now?
Every day at this point is triage.
As parents struggled breaking the news to their kids, teacher Blair Mansky offered them this reminder in a letter.
The buildings and things are gone, but the actual Pasadena Waldorf School is not gone. It may seem hard to understand now, but what makes a school is us, the students, teachers, and parents, and all who help us.
Around 700 students from the 2 elementary schools that were destroyed in the Palisades are set to start class in just a few hours. The kids who were affected by the Eaton fires and whose schools like this one were destroyed aren't set to begin until next week, in some cases even later. And what teachers told us is the learning will look very different, at least at the beginning. Gayle.
Yeah, thank you. No, we're both here, Lilia.
We're both here. We're all listening.
Thank you.
Thank you for that report.
We're all listening to you. But when you hear Aloe say, you just feel helpless. It's hard to feel helpless as an adult. Really hard when you're talking about your children and you feel helpless.
Yeah, it really is. It's great to see the community come together.
Yes.
I just think that these are kids in many cases who were already out of school because of COVID. They were learning from home. That was a challenge, and now they have this challenge. It's a lot of lost days.
And one thing we touched on that we don't often hit is that there are people that lost their homes and their jobs.
Yes.
There was a teacher there.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have a place of employment or a home to go to.
Yeah.